Hey Algebra 2 students, we're on lesson 81 today. Our topic is complex numbers. So we're dividing two sets of complex numbers. We have the numerator that in this example says 2 plus 3i, and then the denominator is 4 minus 2i. You can't actually divide these two complex numbers, but we can do what we did with radicals and simplify a little bit. So what we're going to do is multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate. And so in this case, the conjugate of the denominator would be 4 plus 2i. So we're multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 4 plus 2i. So in the numerator, you're going to have 2 times 4, 2 times 2i, 3i times 4, and 3i times 2i. Okay, and then in the denominator, we'll have 16. And then you'd have 8i. But then you'd have minus 8i. And then you'll have the negative 4i squared. So what's going to end up happening once we simplify the denominator is, remember that we have these middle two terms that will cross out. And I squared is the same thing as negative 1. So when we simplify, we've got 8 plus 16i, and then this becomes a negative 6. And then in the denominator, we have 16. These two i's will cancel out because it's a positive and a negative of the same value, and then this one would change to a positive 4. Okay, so simplifying a little bit more, we've got the real part first, which is 2, and then the imaginary part is the 16i over 20. And simplifying a little bit more, we're going to separate these and get it 2 over 20 for the real part, and then 16i over 20 for the imaginary part. And then one more time, 2 divided by 2 and 20 divided by 2 is 1 over 10 plus 4/5 I. And this would be your final answer in standard form. So we have the real part first, the imaginary part second, and this would be standard form. Okay, second one, I can notice that the denominator is not in standard form. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this so that the denominator is in standard form with the real part first and the imaginary part second. Okay, then I'm multiplying by the conjugate of the denominator, which would be negative 3 minus 2i, and negative 3 minus 2i in the denominator also. So up at the top, I would have a negative 12, and then minus 8i plus 6i, and then we've got positive 4i squared. In the denominator, we're going to square this one, so we've got 9. The middle two terms will cancel out, and then we'll have the last ones, which is negative 4i squared. Okay, simplifying a little bit more, we have negative 12 minus 2i minus 4 over 9 plus 4, and a little bit more is negative 16 minus 2i over 13. And lastly, just putting it in standard form would give us negative 16 over 13 minus 2 over 13i. And this would be our final answer. It's pretty similar to what we've already done, like I said, with radicals, so this shouldn't be too difficult, hopefully. But if you have questions, let me know, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.